Bonjour, this is Pierre from French Moments, and in this video I'll take you for a walk in the small village of Buux in Provence. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really supports the channel and helps us bring more unique content to you. Also, if you haven't already, click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Let's begin our exploration of Buux from the car park where I parked my car. It is located downhill and outside the old village. The small village of Buux is situated at an altitude of 470 meters amidst stunning cliffs at the foot of the Grand Luberon. Here's the entrance sign to the village in Provençal language. And here's an old Michelin sign. This one dates back to 1938. This type of signage, typical of our French countryside, was produced by Michelin between 1910 and 1971. Many of these signs were destroyed between the 1980s and 2010s, making them quite rare nowadays. Buux is nestled in a green valley of meadows, almond orchards, walnut groves and lavender fields. In ancient times, the territory of Buux was crossed by an important trade route. It was the merchants' road that linked Apt to the Greek trading post of Marseille, passing through Lourmarin. And here's the village center and the town hall. And there the old village fountain with its goldfish. The fountain feeds the old covered wash house, which still has water. Let's take this cobbled path that joins the Chemin de l'Oratoire at the top of the village. A few kilometers from the village lies the main tourist attraction of the commune, the Fort of Buux. At the top of its vast spur, this fortress served as a refuge for its population during the invasions of the Middle Ages and during the religious wars. In the 14th century, Buux became a place of asylum for the Valdensians, invited by the local lords to repopulate and exploit the region despite the persecutions ordered by King François I in 1540. The Buux fort became a bastion of resistance for Protestant communities. Taken and retaken several times by Protestants and Catholics, the fort became suspicious in the eyes of the authorities in the 17th century. Indeed, it remained a potential nest of resistance to the point that Louis XIV ordered its dismantling in 1660. The village that had established itself around the castle was abandoned and soon moved to its current location where we are now. The new village had abandoned its defensive purpose and became a rural and pastoral village. In fact, not much is known about the history of the new village because in 1848 the mayor destroyed all the archives after declaring, "These papers are only good for gathering dust." The church was built in 1706 and then remodeled in 1778, which is the date displayed on the building. Today, as you stroll through the village, you will notice that it is not very large and you can walk around it in 10 minutes. Indeed, the village consists of a few houses, the oldest of which date back to the late 17th century. These include sturdy farms that belonged to wealthy Protestants. These houses have been recently restored with care, adding a lot of charm to the village. By observing the houses in more detail, you will notice arched gates, mullioned windows, and small gardens. Here we are again at the Place de la Mairie. In front of us is an old French telephone booth that is no longer in use.
Bonjour.
We are back at the car park. Before continuing the visit to the Sainte Marie Church, we will continue to walk along this small road. The rugged surroundings of Bourges are a true paradise for climbing enthusiasts. The irregular outlines of the Aiguebrun River are dominated by a succession of caves, cliffs, and peaks that make Bourges an internationally renowned climbing site. If you're watching this on YouTube and you've been to Bourges and this part of Provence, I'd love to hear about your visit. Drop a comment below and tell us what you loved about it. So to conclude the village visit, here's a lavender field. It's October and yes, there is still lavender in bloom. After a 500-meter climb from the village, you will discover a small Romanesque church in the middle of the forest, the Sainte Marie Church. In the Middle Ages, it was a parish church whose secluded location might seem unusual today. Before the establishment of the current new village in the 17th century, it was the place of worship for the nearby castle as well as for a scattered rural population. The building dates back to the 12th century and has a sober architectural elegance. Its roof is covered with overlapping slabs and it features a wall bell tower with two unequal bays. Let's go inside. There is a single nave and a vaulted apse with a culte de four that is a semi-dome. The altar is a 17th century addition topped by a stone altarpiece with a scroll pediment. Wait a moment while I close the door. Around the church are the old and new cemeteries. From the chapel you can take a path that descends through the forest to reach the Bourges Castle. Thank you for taking part in this discovery walk with me. It was a real pleasure to help you discover the village of Bourges in Provence. I'll see you soon for other adventures. À bientôt!